All right, welcome back. We have another dynamics projectile motion problem here where we have a person standing on a ledge or a cliff and they're throwing an object up at 8 meters per second. Basically, that object is going to go straight up, slow down, stop, and then accelerate back down towards the ground where it eventually strikes 6 meters below the elevation that it was thrown at. So in this video, we want to find out the duration. We want to find out how long it takes for this object to hit the lower surface, and we also want to find out the impact velocity. So let's start by writing down the things that we know, or the things that we don't know. So we have VI, VF, acceleration, time, and the distance traveled. So the initial velocity is going to be 8 meters per second. And that's a positive value because we consider up to be the positive y value, and the acceleration is matching that positive direction. VF is an unknown, we don't know it. Acceleration is negative 9.81 meters per second squared. Again, negative because the acceleration due to gravity is opposite the positive direction that we've identified here as going up. Time, that's an unknown for us, we'll get to that later. And the displacement. And the displacement between where it's launched and where it strikes the ground is only 6 meters, but we consider that -6 because it's that from, if you drew like a position vector from this person's hand down to the bottom, it would be in the negative direction, so we have -6 meters. All right, so if you have a formula sheet with the kinematic equations on it, you can check them out. I'll just drop them in right here. And if you're in a situation where you don't have a formula sheet, though, you can derive all of these. I did make some videos on that in the earlier part of this course in dynamics. So you can check those out as well. The link will be in the description or up in the top right corner or something. So anyways, we want to find the flight time first. So the formula that we're going to use for that is this guy right here. S is equal to VIT plus 1/2 AT squared, because this has the unknown t in it and we know all of the other values. So if we just go up here and write it in, we have S is equal to VI t plus 1/2 AT squared. We can fill in everything that we know. We have -6 meters is equal to 8 meters per second times t plus 1/2 times -9.81 meters per second squared times t squared. We can just rearrange this all. Basically, we can bring the terms on the right hand side over to the left hand side, so we'll have positive 4.905 t squared minus 8t minus 6, and that's all going to be equal to 0. I just dropped the units for now just to make it easier to see that this is a quadratic equation. And basically, actually, we want to use the quadratic equation to solve for this, to solve for our roots. And if you remember, that is x is equal to -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So we're just going to sub out x here for the letter t, but we can continue on as planned using the values here. So we have t is going to be equal to positive 8, because -8 times negative is positive. That's going to be plus or minus the square root of -8 squared minus 4 times 4.905 times -6. I'll bring that over. And this is all over 2a. So 2 times 4.905. So we can simplify this a little bit more. We have t is equal to 8 plus or minus the square root of, what do we have here? We have 64. The next term here simplifies to positive 117.72. And this is over 9.81. So we have t is equal to 8 plus or minus, again, if we simplify what's under the square root sign here, we have 13.48 over 9.81. So we get t is equal to 2.19 seconds, or the other root would be t is equal to -0.56 seconds. Now, because we're dealing with time, we can really obviously delete the negative value here, and or we're left with time being equal to 2.19 seconds. That's the amount of time it takes from when the person throws it up until it strikes the lower surface, and that is the answer, the first one that we've been looking for. So we can even write this in here, 2.19 seconds. All right, so now we just want to solve for the impact velocity, so we can just give ourselves a little bit of space down here. And basically for impact velocity, the equations that we're going to be wanting is, we're looking for VF, so we can use this guy here, VF. You know what, maybe I will circle that, not in green, how about red? VF, or we can use this equation here because it also has the VF term in there. And actually you can just rearrange these two, they're the same thing. You can rearrange one to get the other. The reason they're both just written here is because there's sort of different approaches for finding each of them, but you can use either one. So I think let's just use the bottom one here. We have VF is equal to VI plus AT. So that is equal to 8 meters per second plus negative 9.81 meters per second squared times t, which we just determined to be 2.19 seconds. So we have 8 meters per second. The next term simplifies to negative 21.48 meters per second. This top second here cancels out with the second squared. And 8 minus 21.48, that gives us our final velocity, VF, is equal to negative 13.48 meters per second. And this negative sign indicates that it is down. And that makes sense because after 2.19 seconds, this object has gone up and it's on its way back down. And when it strikes the ground, it is the orientation of the velocity, or the direction of that vector, is definitely negative. So if you want, you can draw the arrow there to be super clear, or you can just leave it as negative so long as you've basically indicated that y is upwards in the positive direction.